So I'm Jonathan Ram. I'm the owner here at Porchculture Coffee Roasters. We are a small micro roastery in Tyler, Texas, and we are bringing craft coffee to Tyler. The two biggest variables we're working with coffee roasting are time and temperature. As roasters, what our job is just to find good combinations of gas and airflow, those times and temperatures, to be able to bring out the qualities of the coffee that we want. So this is green coffee. This has been processed off of a cherry on a coffee plant. And so the processing is equally as important as just having a good, healthy coffee plant and a healthy crop, because it has to be taken off of that, picked off the coffee bush and processed quickly enough that it doesn't start fermenting in a negative way. All coffee has a little bit of positive fermentation, and that's controlled in different ways with different processes. But this is the raw product that we get in, that we buy, that comes in the big burlap bags that everyone's familiar with, either 130 pounds or 150 pounds. And even within this, this can tell us a good bit about the quality of the coffee. We have really good quality coffee here, so we don't have a lot of problems with like holes where like little beetles have bored into, or a lot of variation in size. But these beans are a little bit smaller than the roasted process, because once we roast them, they actually have two different times that they expand. Most of our coffees actually have to go through the one stage, but they pop open a little bit like popcorn. This is the same coffee, but a finished roast. This one has just gone through that first stage of the cracks that I was talking about, the first crack, and we stopped this roast right before the second one, where they would expand again. But you can see this is just a nice medium roast. Not a lot of oil showing on the beans. This is kind of where we like to be for our crowd-pleasing coffees. Just good solid breakfast coffees. They're good with cream and sugar. People like to add that to their coffee. So coffee roasting is definitely a blend of science and art. In order to reproduce our coffee roasting recipes, one, we have just a big dumb spreadsheet of times and temperatures for the coffees that we want. We have different gas levels set for different weights of the green raw product that we're roasting. And then we also have some nice roast logging software that creates a really nice graph for all the coffees as we roast them. So it allows us to monitor the process and make sure that things are staying on track with the profile that we found to come out nicely in the first place. And then obviously, aside from production, cupping and just drinking your product consistently and critiquing it is super important. And obviously that's the fun part, is getting to enjoy the final product. But that's where we really make most of our adjustments. We don't want to just look at a graph on a computer and make an adjustment based on a graph. We want to be tasting the coffee, and if it tastes a certain way, we want to use the past knowledge that we have from the graph to change the way that we're roasting it.